What happens when you place unfair expectations on something? It could lead to many problems and disappointments in life. And that's what this video is about. There's a happy ending. One of the things that happened on our trip to Chesapeake City, which if you didn't see that video, you should go check that out, is twice our lights in our cabin started dimming when we were using the water at night to like take a shower. And we had to turn the generator on and run the battery charger through the generator to have sustainable lights. And then we would turn the generator off and then basically turn out the lights, go to sleep. We didn't really need it. Here's the mystery to me, is understanding what's happening, which of these batteries is draining. So let me show you. Okay, a couple things to note, all right? That says that that is a deep cycle battery, which is something that you want for things you're using very often for long periods of time, not to start your engine necessarily. This is a starting battery. It's a starting high reserve capacity battery. This is a starting battery, and that one I replaced because it needed to be replaced last year. So I know that that starts the starboard side engine. I don't know which starts the port side engine, but the port side engine was having a hard time starting. But I do know that this battery right here that says it's a starting battery is running our cabin lights. And I don't know what else it's running, but it's at least running our cabin lights. So my question is, did these get switched? Because I believe this battery is being used to start the port side engine, and I will test that right now. I'm not 100% sure. And this battery for sure, which is a starting battery, is being used at the very least for cabin lights, and who else? Who all knows what else? Because it's really hard to determine where that goes afterwards without disconnecting these batteries. So what I'm gonna do right now is make sure I understand 100% which of these two batteries is the port side engine trying to use to start. And so to do that, I'm going to unhook this, which is the house battery, and assume the port side engine is not going to start. We're gonna find out together right now at the same time. I haven't checked it. What do you think? Are you ready? Guess what? That's good. The port side engine is indeed trying to start from the starter battery. Let's see what else. Okay, so cabin lights are hooked up to the starter battery. So cabin lights are hooked up to the starter battery. I'm not sure about the shower pump. I can put water in it in a second. Water pump is pumping because it's empty. So that's hooked up to the starter battery. Okay, head blower. All of DC that I can find is set up on the starting battery. This is the heavy duty deep cycle battery. What the heck is actually hooked up to this? I don't know. So the real question is, what is the house battery even doing? Okay, I'm kind of wondering if it's my fault, the way I hooked up the batteries. So let me show you what I'm testing right now. Now, there were two positive connectors, two positive connections here on the starting battery, and there was only one over here. Now what I've done is I've taken the one off of here and I took the other one off of this starting battery, and it's right here. And if that operates the house stuff, then what I did when I put the batteries back was I put that one on the starter instead of the house. Now we're gonna find out. First of all, we're gonna make sure that the port side engine starts using this starting battery. Okay, so let's make sure that starts. Okay, check. If my theory's correct, then all this stuff is not gonna work. Water pump's not coming on, head blower, cabin lights, toilet, fridge, none of it's coming on. I'm the one that made a mistake. So let's switch them around and then we'll see what happens. And hopefully I haven't destroyed the battery enough that it's not serviceable or not able to get recharged. I think this was my error. Although it could have been set up that way when I heard the boat and I followed it. I'm not sure. I'm not going to blame anybody else but myself for this. So let's turn all this business off and get this squared away the way it needs to. Oh, I should check the generator. Okay, generator works. Why? Because the generator is using one of the starter batteries, which it should. Guess what? It all works. Now this is all on the house battery. And the house battery should be in great shape because we basically haven't used it since last year. The windlass problem was easy to solve. I just didn't know it. And let me show you what happened as to why the windlass wasn't working. I just figured it out. There's actually a fuse here for, I don't know, it's a windlass. Nothing is labeled. Your boat is probably similar, but let me show you here. It is this battery that the windlass is connected to, and that line runs through that the switch, and then from the switch you have these fuses up here.